Some people might come here today and they haven't really figured out their niche within a niche, especially maybe for where their investments could be. Maybe they're investing in 5 different things. They know they need to narrow it down to 1 or 2, or at least how they position it in front of investors. So this is a trick for focusing your energy in the most profitable way possible that's going to lead to long-term success. If you don't consider all 6 of these points, then someone else is going to eat your lunch and run circles around you, basically. So the first one is that you have to be passionate about what you're doing. And this is a Jim Collins hedgehog strategy is where this bottom half comes from. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. It has to be something that makes you good or great money. And then it has to be something that leverages your DNA, right? If you're naturally 4'10", it doesn't naturally leverage your DNA to try to play in the NBA. You might make a lot of money, you might enjoy basketball, but unless you're Spud Webb, you're not going to make it to the NBA, right? So you have to look at the combination, and you only want to do things that are a combination of your DNA, make a lot of money, and you're passionate about it. But then after teaching this workshop a lot, I realized that inside of our business, we also look for 3 more things. And that is, what is our number 1 biggest strength, and how do we use that over and over again? 2 is, where is there the most demand or future demand, and like inevitably really big demand? Because we figure even if it takes us 3 years to interview 33 billionaires and put out a book called Billionaire Strategies on that, we think there'll be demand for that book, and we think there'll be good things we can get done if we even just meet 1 billionaire that we do business with after interviewing a whole bunch of them. So we know that there is great demand there, and where is the lowest amount of competition? We really don't like doing something that 1,000 other people are doing. And so when we started our business, we saw other family office groups, and they were charging their ultra wealthy families $30,000 a year for membership, $50,000. We said, well, we don't want the friction of having to pitch the ultra wealthy families. We want them coming in so they can come in for free, and we'll charge money to the non-family offices to be there. Because what happens at the many of the competitors we run is their stage is full of sponsors and there's no family offices on stage. And at ours, we flip-flopped it. We have 25% sponsors on stage, 75% family offices and investors, because we want to keep the charter members happy who are coming to hear from investors, not just hear from sponsors that are pitching something all day. So we went to the opposite business model. And so that third point is one of the most important ones. Everything else could line up, but if there's tons of competition, it's just going to be a slog. You have to find that 7% niche, that 1% niche, it's the most valuable niche within the space to focus on, or life will be painful. If you do things that are, like Julian said, that I work hard, and I know he works hard too, and in studying billionaires and reading their books this year and interviewing them, found that to get to that level, you have to have a really deep work ethic, but also the skill and talent, not just one of the two. And if you do something that can make a lot of money, you're naturally good at it, but you only do it a couple hours a day, you don't follow up with people, you don't call people back, you're not constantly evolving, you're not reading books, you're not listening to stuff on Audible, you're not interviewing experts, you're not tweaking your system all the time and trying to be the best you can possibly be, then somebody else is going to come and take a bite out of your lunch or eat your whole lunch. You know, if you're not moving, then you're decaying, even more so now than before. So that's why all these points are important, and some people come here and they want feedback on where to focus their time, and this is our answer to where to focus your time. It's also where we tell ultra-wealthy families to focus their energy. They want to diversify in wealth management, diversify into some food groups of real estate, but typically they made their money in an operating business area, so where should they focus? They should look at all these things to decide where to focus next.